is not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Happy Monday. We are back. It is the Morning App, and we have a whole great big show for you. We got the Oscars. We got some 80s themed night day party thing that Katie's going to talk to us about.
Night and day?
I don't know. It's an 80s party. I didn't know if it happened at night or during the day, but we got Would You Rather, we got relationship talk, and then of course it's not a Morning App show unless you have a bachelor and or bachelorette talk.
At least now.
Yeah.
Well, at least with
We're
you
obsessed.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we're gonna kick it off with some of the Oscars. I didn't get to watch it. I really wanted to, but I did. The only thing I really saw was Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga. I saw that, and then I saw that one actor wear the tuxedo gown. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
What?
There's an actor. I've seen him in American Horror Story. I forget his name, but I read why he did it. He wore up top it looks like a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Like black, very nice tuxedo.
Right.
As it gets to his waist, it spreads out into a gown, like a dress.
What? Wait, I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, I think that must have been when I went to bed.
It was before the opening when they were rating all the.
Oh, is it the guy that goes out and interviews all
No,
the...
it was an actor walking in. You know how all the actors.
Yeah, on the red carpet.
Yeah, he was one of them, and he wanted to wear it because he wanted to test the world. He's like, what is masculinity? Is people say, oh, if you wear a tuxedo, you're a man. If you wear a dress, you're a girl. But then he's like, girls can wear pants too. So he's like, I wanted to really go against the grind. So he wears half and half. Go look at it. It's pretty magnificent.
Huh. Is it magnificent?
It is. It looks very nice for what it is.
What would you call that? A gowncido?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
A dress suit? Literally, a dress.
A
That's
dress,
a suit.
Actually,
suit,
yeah,
I
that's
guess. That would
probably-
make sense.
yeah.
That's the only
Well-
two things I saw, though. So.
Yeah.
wow.
No, but the Bradley Cooper Lady Gaga performance was much better than hers at the Grammys because she was doing some weird
Oh, yeah, the Grammys one was...
interpretive
Yeah, she looked like...
stuff. I don't even know.
She looked like a zombie.
It didn't fit the song at all. She was doing this really weird dance thing, and it just did not fit. And then in the performance last night, she was wearing this nice black evening gown and sitting at a piano, and I just feel like it fit the song a lot better.
It made way more sense. Yeah, you had Bradley Cooper sitting on the side, and actually I was pretty impressed with Brad because he's not a musician. I can't even imagine how nervous you would feel doing that on TV at the Oscars with Lady Gaga, who is already a pretty big musician.
Well, they filmed it live when filming it for the actual movie. I've read the story about it, that Gaga convinced Bradley Cooper to sing it live because a lot of movies she was upset and frustrated for the fact that a lot of people sing it away and then lip sing it on screen and it doesn't add up. So she convinced him to live sing it on camera, which made him take voice lessons to perform better.
That's what I thought he did because he sounded.
Good.
For the amount. I could tell he wasn't a professional singer, but he probably got a lot of lessons and he was at least confident with his voice.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was really good. It was more intimate. They were next to a piano when they did it. And you're right. The Grammys version of that was super because there was there's an acoustic guitar playing in the back, but she was doing this weird dance she was playing Poker Face or something.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And then poor, how do you pronounce his name? Rami?
Rami? Is it
Rami?
Rami
Malik?
Yeah.
We're terrible.
The
We apologize.
Bohemian Rhapsody actor.
Freddie.
Yeah, okay. And so he fell off the stage. We were watching the video before the show, but he just drops. If you watch the video, just plummets. And it's pretty funny, but he was okay, so that's why it's funny.
He won best leading actor.
Yeah. And then the
pretty cool.
second he finished, he's just walking across your screen and then just drops halfway through it.
Hey, now one thing that was different about this Oscars was they didn't have a host, right?
Yeah.
Something I noticed really early on, as soon as it started, everything felt more dragged out because they didn't have a host. Like they still have the same amount of time, right? That they purchased, but they don't have somebody in there doing all the monologues and stuff. So I think they gave people more speech time. I think they even extended, you know how they say like the nominees are, and then they show, you know, Lady Gaga, Star is Born. They show like the clip. The clip was like way longer than it normally is. Usually it's like boom, boom, boom.
See, I talked to my mom right before, like in the middle of it, on the phone, and she was like, "Oh yeah, there's no host this year." I was like, I'm bummed," and she was like, "Oh, it's moving right along." She thought it was moving quicker, not being dragged on.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
I didn't get to watch it, but
Yeah, I think in general, because once one was announced, you know, once one nominee was, or you know, subject, whatever the award was that they're announcing gets done, they just move straight to the next one. They have like 2 new actors or celebrities that come in and announce the next one. So in that way it was, but I think the core of it, you know, was I think more richer. It was nicer.
I miss a host. I like to host and then to see how they do their jokes, what direction they go. I mean, I like that better.
Yeah. I could live without,
Yeah.
to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know, sometimes it's a lot of pressure to put on. Like, I know it's a really high honor for whoever's hosting it, but I mean, like Alicia Keys, it looked like it was just a lot of pressure for her to, like, go from singing back to her little monologues and then, like, back and forth. It just seems like that's a really big task. But I don't know, and it gives more actors the ability to host, you know?
Right. They definitely had a lot more. I think they maybe even had more musical performances from movies. You know, they did the A Star is Born song. What else did they sing?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
They did a
They
couple
sang-
others.
Yeah, like some movie songs, I guess.
Yeah, just things from soundtracks.
Things I haven't seen some movies they were in, though. Like, I think the Mary Poppins, there was, like, a song from that or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I haven't seen that.
either way, I think it was a successful show. Go and check out all the reviews on it, and you know, look up all the outfits. The outfits are always neat to look out afterwards because there are some wild ones. and
Yeah,
there definitely
yeah,
were.
for sure. Yeah, well, and a lot of the actors wore pink. It was just like kind of a coincidence thing, I think, but like that was the color, like
Pink.
even just like various shades of pink. Yeah, which I'm about. I love pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was
Pink is cool. Pink is in, man.
yeah, but it was just like a weird thing. I don't know.
Well, we had the Oscars over the weekend, and then we also had an event that Katie ended up going to, back to the 80s at Beach Mountain, and she's extremely excited to talk to us about what she witnessed there.
Yeah. No, so my mom and her friend, they came up and they're like, let's go to this thing up at Beach Mountain. It's like a back to the 80s party. And I was kind of like, I don't know what this is exactly going to be. We weren't really expecting many people to be there. But apparently it's a recurring event that happens like every year. And for like the past couple years up there. And so it was at like the ski resort up at Beach Mountain. And it was just a bunch of like middle-aged people there, all dressed like to the T, like in 80s apparel. Like it wasn't just like a casual like wearing like neon, you know, here and there. Like they were wearing like tights, like the zebra tights or whatever, like the animal printed tights, like even like the guys too.
Fanny packs.
Yep, yeah,
all
just
over
the
place,
whole
probably.
everything. And they had a costume contest.
Ooh.
And so the winner got $500. So people were actually
$500? Whoa.
And so there was a guy dressed as
That's-
Freddie Mercury, and he got 3rd place. He had like the white tank top and like the little, you know, what's that little like cuff, like
Yeah,
cuff
yeah,
thing on
the
his-
little,
yeah,
the
I don't know
little
what it's
brace,
called.
whatever
yeah,
you do.
Yeah.
Nails it.
And so yeah, he was wearing like that, and like he had a mustache and like aviator shades and
He got
everything.
3rd. Freddie Mercury
3rd
got
place.
3rd.
Nah.
Yes, but he still got like
And he's
$300
trending
or
this
something.
year like
Yeah.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, yeah. And then a girl dressed as Joan Jett got 2nd. And then, like, these people, okay, so I didn't know who they were at first, but apparently it was a big hit in the 80s. Like, Cheech and Chong, they're, like, comedian, like, stoners or something.
Oh, that's got to be something so specific. Like,
No, but that's why people were, like, all
Oh,
excited
my
about it, because
goodness.
I think it was just such a throwback, something people had kind of forgotten about. but it was interesting.
Oh my goodness. See, when we get to that age, I want to have a party and do a costume contest where everybody dresses up as Vine stars. Like,
That's
or
what it's
Vines.
gonna end up
Do you know what I'm
being, yeah.
saying? Something
Yeah.
that nobody's going to really understand if they're like young. They're like, what is this? But we're all like, hi, welcome to Chili's. Like, why is he in his underwear?
And, like,
That's not a costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was just interesting because it started at like 7. We got there about like 8:30, 9, and everyone was just completely gone. Like they were already trashed. And
In
I was
the morning,
like,
or-
No, this was at night.
Okay.
But it was like, how? Like we just got here.
But wait, what time was it in,
It was
in the evening?
It was like 8:30 or 9.
Okay, that makes sense.
I mean, I feel like people
like-
probably were day drinking up there or something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's why.
Well, if you're middle aged, that's like your midnight.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Oof. Okay.
I mean, like, it's a responsible time to get turned, you know? It's not.
Yeah, that's fair. It was done by midnight, so they were able to still go home and go to sleep.
It's also the 80s, so you have to realize that back then they got drunk real quick. They were good at it. We take forever.
No,
but, you know.
that's fair.
true.
Like, yeah, I could see that we have a lot to live up to still, based
have
on
to
what I
learn.
saw that night. They know how to party. They were, oh my.
Well, we're going to keep it 80s themed here as we move along. We're going to be talking about some groceries and your food bill here on the other side of the break.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App, on 90.5 WASU.
So if you're in college, you're also broke. That's just a kind of a given fact. Things get expensive, and the one thing that's been constantly always getting more expensive over time is groceries. I apparently didn't even know this, but there's a list that came out recently about the top 10 groceries that have been jumping in price in the past 10 years. And I thought it would be like a couple dollars or something like that, maybe a couple cents, but we're talking like 40% increase in price, basically.
Yeah.
No.
So, I don't know.
I'm not good with math, but that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, well,
Is
Just
it
below 50%.
Josh?
it is 40%, just below 50. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
got the double major here. He's a mathematic man.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Dream.
but I don't know. I was just thinking about how spring break is kind of on its way. It's still a little weird to think about, but you might want to save some money. You might want to have a little bit of extra cash. So, cutting down on some of these food products might be a good way to do it. And so here are the top 10 products that have been jumping the most in prices in the past 10 years. You've got, first of all, tobacco and smoking products. Obviously, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The 10-year change is 88% increase.
That's just below 90. That's good.
Yeah, that's just
Really?
below
That's
double
just
the
below
amount.
90? I didn't know that.
So that's pretty expensive.
gosh.
This also includes vaping products as well. So.
So don't do it. Yeah.
So it's just gonna cost you, if
Yeah.
you can figure out a way to save up,
To swing it.
to swing it. This is not. I don't think this is really for us. Margarine. You ever heard of that?
Well,
Is that
yeah,
like
that's fake
the butter? Yeah.
That's like, I think it's an English thing, right? No, wait, margarine. Is that? Oh, that's butter. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking of a different thing.
I think I actually get that.
Yeah.
Because
I
I
do
actually
too.
buy the little tub containers that I can't believe it's not butter.
Butter. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, you have to say it in your head every time you buy it.
Yeah.
Those have doubled in price.
Doubled?
Yeah, times
What
2.
about butter? Do you know what the difference is between
I
the
think butter-
pricings? Butter's just it stays the same. It's just
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really use butter anyway, so I'm good
I
so far.
wonder what the key difference though between them is. Like why you would, I don't know, like if for baking maybe that.
Well, I just use it
margarines-
because it's easier to spread
Yeah, I
bread
think-
with it.
Okay.
I think one is healthier than the other, and I want to say it's margarine, but
That
not,
would make sense.
Not by a wide margin. Okay.
Okay. So, fish and seafood have changed. They've gotten the change is like 42.5%. That's been going up. I don't eat a lot of seafood, but every now and then I pick up some salmon. That's going
expensive.
up. Here's the thing that really hurts my soul: beef and veal also at like 42.4%. Not that different from seafood, actually.
Gotta cut it out.
Oh, oranges and tangerines.
See, I don't really care
Yeah.
that much about. He seems
like-
heartbroken, but Josh and I are like, eh.
Dude, oranges are like the way to. I think.
They're too. I don't know. You know
too
how
messy though.
Yes, that and like I don't like the that like feeling on your teeth, like the kind of like
Jump at
like-
the pulp.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's just like I don't know. There's something about like the like I guess it's like acidic. Yeah, that like quality on like your I don't know. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Is it kind of like when you're eating like pineapples and then like
Yeah.
you feel like your mouth is tired from eating pineapples, like the acid in the pineapples is actually like
I never get
deteriorating.
tired.
Yo,
Not a pineapple, no.
yeah, that
See,
happens.
but I like pineapple better, so I'm willing to put in the effort for that. But
Well, that's just. I guess that's just the.
I don't believe I've ever actually eaten an orange before. I don't
Wait.
think. I've had like the little orange clementines,
Boy.
those, but I've never
Like the
actually
little
had
cuties?
an
You
actual,
never, so no one's ever tossed you an orange, and you just
no,
like.
and nope.
tossed them.
Never-
Is that something
the
that
little
happens
Yes.
often? Just like, oh hey
No,
man.
hey, you want an orange? Catched it.
I've had the little ones, but I've never actually had an actual.
Dude, if you don't drink coffee, oranges are the way to go because they give you this massive spike in energy.
That-
If you eat one, because they're.
Okay.
I don't know what the science is behind it, but it has a lot of vitamin C, right? Yeah.
That
Yeah,
sounds
the
right.
sun, yeah.
Makes sense.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the sun?
No, that's Sunny D.
no.
Or, never mind.
I was like,
That's the power of the sun.
I tried it.
again, I'm not a science person either, but that doesn't sound right.
And then, and lastly, salt, seasonings, and spices are also been
Yeah.
up. So maybe you just stick to a couple spices and hold on to those things. You
Just
know?
be bland.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Just make your food taste like soap. And there you go. You got money for spring break.
Oh my God.
Just like that.
You also get money for spring break if you go home and your parents pay for all those groceries. So, yeah.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
true. Or if you just go to, most of us will probably just be working on spring break.
Yeah, that's true. All right, sticking with our 80s night right now, we have All Night Long here on the Morning App.
Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
Back here on the Morning App, and it is a Monday, which means it is Would You Rather time.
Oh, wait. First, I wanted to say that my roommate, she texted me that with the whole margarine versus butter thing, that apparently butter is healthier, but margarine tastes like plastic. And that's her opinion, but apparently butter is the healthier of the options.
So butter is healthier and it tastes
less,
better. Then.
Yes, and apparently less expensive, maybe?
Then why is no one getting it?
I don't know. But anyways, I
Saving
thought I'd share
money.
that if anyone
Interesting.
wanted to know.
Well,
Please
thank you
continue
for that
with-
public service announcement.
Yes.
Brought to you by Katie.
Public butter announcement there. Paula Dean's like, oh my God, I knew it.
Okay.
And on that note, I got several Would You Rathers for you. Would you rather reverse one decision you make every day, or be able to stop time for 10 seconds every day? 10 seconds, it's very short.
Yeah, can we change that so it's a
Okay.
little more equal
A minute.
to...
An hour, come on.
An
Okay,
hour. You can stop time
I feel
for,
like
what would you do?
10 minutes is a more fair. If we're
Okay,
going
10
to
minutes
say
is
like,
good.
okay.
What would you do if you're stopping time for, I mean, okay.
Honestly, I would prefer the time thing if there was at least a decent amount of time, like 10
Okay, do
minutes.
10 minutes then.
Just to have a little break sometimes, just to chill. I don't
Yeah.
know.
What, you're just walking around,
Like a
waving at
mental,
everybody?
I don't know. Sometimes, I don't know.
I'd probably take you can reverse one mistake, and I wouldn't use it on big mistakes. I would only use it on little mistakes, so people think I'm like the luckiest dude on the planet.
It doesn't have to be a mistake. It could be anything.
Or just on
any decision,
anything.
yeah. Reverse
Okay.
one decision, yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'll pick that. You would win every coin flip.
But then you'd also become kind of obsessed with undoing all of your mistakes. Like every
Well, that's-
little decision,
I would have
you'd be
to-
like, I don't know, every day and then you'd also be like, say earlier in the day you made a mistake, you're like, all right, I want to undo that. That was stupid. Then later in the day you make an even bigger mistake and you're like, why did I give that up? And
See,
it's just going to make you crazy,
I would
always
own up-
wanting to like figure out when to do it in the day.
But I would own the big mistakes. I would only do it on the little things. Like if
Would you
only
have
on
that
the-
much self-control though to
yes,
not?
I think so.
Again, and on your point, Katie, you could just wait till the end of the day, look at everything that you did, and then you're like, okay.
You can do that? That's like
reverse
part of...
one decision every day. So you could make one this morning. You
Wouldn't
could
that,
go on
so would you have to redo the day again though?
Oh, yeah. Like you
'Cause-
go back to that point.
I feel like it'd be kind
Oh,
of like the
yeah.
domino thing where it'd be, if you erased one mistake, I don't know, such
Yeah.
as forgetting to bring like your phone to campus, which I do too many times.
Yeah,
Then
If
reverse
it was like in the moment, that's what I would do, I would only do it on these little things. I'll just redo them.
But
But
then
not-
also,
yeah.
so having to redo the whole day though, that would confuse me so much. You'd be wondering what actually happened, because in your mind,
Yeah.
both of those things happened.
And just imagine if you reverse it and then something worse happens.
You'd confuse your friends so much, because
Yeah.
you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember when you did this, and they'd be like,
The Groundhog Day effect.
no.
Yeah, you'd be kind of psychic.
It would, I don't know, I just feel like that would slowly drive me crazy, doing that.
Yeah.
So you're going to stop time for 10 minutes?
Yeah,
I don't know
that
what you
sounds
do during that
think I
time.
got it.
I
You
think we just take like a little nap, like watch like a little bit of
Adventure
Netflix or
Time.
something. Yeah, just
Yeah.
just chill. Just you're in an overwhelming situation, you're in class or something, you forgot about a quiz. You get 10 minutes to cram, I don't know. Yeah. I think the 10 minutes is the way to go.
I picked the other one. I think I got the will. I think I have the mental strength to keep myself from actually using it. And but just having it, just knowing I could do it,
Okay.
just in case. Okay.
is nice. Because if it's a life or death kind of situation, that's probably when I would use it.
Yeah. I would use probably the reverse one decision because I don't know what I'd do with my 10 minutes of
Yeah.
freedom.
That's
10
really
minutes.
what your concern is?
Time
You
is
don't know
money.
what you do with 10 minutes?
What would I do? It's
10 minutes. I mean,
10 minutes of free time. Just like,
yeah. That's not enough time to really go anywhere. Or
you should meditate in that time,
Yeah.
I guess.
if I could teleport somewhere then yeah, maybe. But I'm just stuck here. It'd be 10 minutes. You guys would literally be frozen right here, and I'd just be here at the, board just wondering, well, what do I do now?
Oh my gosh.
Can
So
I wander,
you
get a
you
muffin?
can't just like sit somewhere. You can't just be in silence and have a good time.
No, because
It's like a timeout.
I got too much
Yeah.
to do.
But see, that's when you do some of that stuff. You get some of your homework done. You
In
get
10 minutes?
without people bothering you.
It takes me an hour to set up. I gotta
An
focus.
hour to set up.
Yeah, you gotta put your papers over here, your laptop here, get all your tabs up.
Then you get 10 extra minutes after the setup of actually getting to do something.
Thinking you can knock
Dude.
out some pull-ups, do some math problems. I don't know.
Exactly.
But
gonna-
I'm on the same.
Yeah, okay.
10 minutes is not quite enough time. If it was like an hour, I'd be like, yeah, that's a good amount of
Yeah,
time.
Okay.
I would like an extra
I can
hour.
whoop a sandwich. I can do a lot of stuff with that. I can
It
take
takes you
a
an
bath.
hour to make a sandwich.
No, I mean, I could. That's just one of the things I would do. Watch a
Okay.
little bit of The Bachelor. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I could watch. I could just spend that hour watching a TV show of my choice. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
Relaxation.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
moving on. We got, would you rather run at 100 miles per hour or fly at 10 miles per hour? Which I thought about that. If you're just flying at 10 miles per hour, do you know how slow that is?
I'm
How
not
slow
doing
is
that. People
that?
will throw stuff at you.
Wait,
Like,
how
you know what I
slow
mean?
would that be?
That's,
Like,
have you ever been in your car at 10 miles per hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're up higher in the air,
yeah. If you were able to get high
well, no,
enough.
that still doesn't.
Yeah,
make
it's the
any sense.
same. Yeah. I'm like, finish that thought, Dobie. Where are we going
Okay,
with
so
that?
then it'd still be 10 okay, oh my gosh. Then you just feel like you were just floating in air.
Yeah. Just,
Well, then how is that a viable option? How is that an
just that
equal
you-
would you rather if it's 10 miles? And who's
Because
going to
it's
choose
flying.
that?
But also, who's gonna try to run that fast either? Like
I
that?
would.
It's like you're
in
the
this
Flash.
weather?
And
No way.
be the Flash. You could
Yeah,
you could
people
literally
wouldn't
save
know.
you could save those free 10 minutes that you just bought earlier and run there in a second. Less than a second. You're like Google.
Dude, I
just
would
got to my
not want
destination in 0.17 seconds.
My shoes would wear out so fast. I ain't got that money.
That's what you're worried
I'll
about?
get a cold. I'm being real, dude. I can't. You're gonna
You're running
get
so fast, you're
it's gonna be
warm.
Wind chill.
No.
You also just people are gonna bug you like, hey, get me this. Hey, get me that. Hey, can you go to the store? And then it's like,
But if
Wait.
people, you wouldn't tell people. You'd be like the Flash and you'd keep it a secret.
I don't think you're running that fast. I think they can still see you.
How, okay, but how
Yeah,
fast
yeah.
is 100 miles an hour then?
Again,
That's like a
pretty fast.
decent, you wouldn't know, I don't know.
but you
would
can also
notice.
get in a car to do that.
NASCAR
Hmm.
drivers go over 100 miles per hour, and you can
Okay.
still see them. Also,
But if someone was running by you, you wouldn't just, I don't know.
Join
Toby.
the Olympics and just take it down a notch.
Yeah, you'd have
And
to take
just
it
be
down
the
a notch
fastest
so that people
person
didn't
alive.
like
And
test you.
I would just eat whatever I want. I'd get so like out of shape, and then I would just run faster than all the greatest athletes. Like
Oh my goodness.
that'd be great. Maybe get second just to be a little bit more believable.
Dobie, you're worried about the wind chill and the cold.
I
If
don't-
you're up there at 10 miles per hour flying,
Dude,
you're
I
gonna be a
think
lot
here's the
colder.
thing about flying though. You still have the default power of flight. Like let's say you're at Grandfather Mountain, the bridge breaks, and you can catch two people, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, he's flying." You're like, "Yeah."
You have to be strong.
Now,
for
hang
that,
on,
dude.
I'm gonna
So-
go 10 miles an hour and put you back. Like I'm
They're
thinking
like-
about the flying as opposed to the speed of the flying. You know.
Okay.
Because I'm afraid of heights, so that's a plus for me. I think I would go with the flying 10 miles an hour.
That is true. That even if it was 10 miles an hour, you could still like go
You're still
explore some
flying.
stuff. Like,
Well, that's what you were asking. You're like, oh, how do they compare? One's not equal. I'm like, they definitely are because you're flying.
so you're just now coming up with this argument after Dovey mentioned it.
I'm not saying that I'd pick it. I don't want to fly for 10 miles per hour. That'd be, I
But
get
I want to
bored.
fly. I mean, that'd be still fun. Like to just
Float, hover.
bye. Yeah,
I'm
just
just hovering.
you don't gotta wait. No, you don't have to wait for the apple cart. You know. I mean, you
But
wouldn't have
the
to. if
apple
you could
cart will
run.
pass you while you're flying.
The
Yeah, but you're
apple cart is
flying.
faster.
You're flying.
It doesn't.
It's great. Like, what's the debate here?
You're never
You'll
gonna
be-
get where you're going, ever.
Like, I wouldn't need it. I wouldn't need to take stairs ever. You just go up.
I can run upstairs faster than you can get up one
Yeah, but
step.
you without tripping. Would you
Yeah.
got bad reflexes because you're fast too? I don't know if that's. You'll get hit by stuff if you go too fast. All the debris in the air and stuff will
my
like cut you up.
What?
We're running. We're gonna run, Dovey.
I'm flying.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm still on the fence now. The flying thing sounds
I'm
a
on
lot
sky.
cooler. You could see so many things from up above. I'm a short person.
It'll
I
take
don't get to
20
see
years.
things.
20 years to go anywhere.
It doesn't matter. I'm willing to take that time.
You just hover above the Panther Stadium like a drone.
There you go.
Who's gonna stop you? Who's gonna be like, let's get him?
Well, good thing you got that free extra 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Then
that's
you got
true.
that 10
10
minutes
extra
to go.
minutes to get out of there too.
Well, that's
Yes.
great. We got Bonnie Tyler here on the morning app.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
What is love?
So, it's the relationship segment, and we're going to talk about something that is caused a lot of controversy, sort of. Well, like
Drama.
A lot of drama. But basically, so Khloe Kardashian, her best friend, Jordan Woods, she cheated on her. So it's Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend.
Okay.
And her best friend, like, hooked up.
Oh.
And so it's
Her
caused.
best friend, or no, the player that she was dating is a basketball player. Forget his name. What's his name?
Tristan Thompson.
Tristan Thompson. Yep.
What's he on?
Cleveland Cavaliers basketball
Okay.
team.
Whatever.
Yeah. You know.
And so, so they've, like, cut Jordan Woods off, like, all the Kardashians, you know.
Well, duh.
And so, I mean, you don't cross the Kardashians.
She's out. Hello.
But apparently now Jordan is blaming her decision on being blackout drunk, and that she didn't remember any of it. It was at a party, and so she's blaming it on alcohol, like being blackout and not remembering any of it. And then she was told about it the next day and was apparently super upset. And so then it's
that
like,
makes it okay.
yeah, no, it definitely doesn't. Yes, and so then it's one of those things where it's gotten more complicated now, but also still, like, you shouldn't have gotten blackout drunk if you're going to be making decisions
It wasn't
like
her
that.
fault, Katie. It was the alcohol.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. No,
That's
but
a terrible excuse.
yeah, exactly. And so it's one of those things that you can't, even if you didn't, like, being blackout drunk is not an excuse for anything.
Right.
You can't, like, if you put yourself in that situation, like, you know how much, like, it takes to become blackout drunk most of the time. Like, it's not something you're intentionally doing, but it's also something where you know that it's, like, if you're drinking alcohol and you know that you're drinking too much, that there's that chance of happening. What?
You know the line. Don't cross that line. Don't put yourself in that position. It's easy. That's an easy relationship. We should be done talking about it right now.
We should
Just you don't put yourself in that situation. Don't get blackout kids.
Mm-hmm. But do you think that she's going to forgive her based on that knowledge now?
Yeah.
Or is it like, you think so?
You probably.
Yeah, she's a
Because
Kardashian.
you know so
absolutely.
much about the Kardashians, obviously.
I watch that every single day. Skip The Bachelor.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I have no idea. That's such a crazy situation, you know.
No, well, and it's one of those that, like, it shouldn't change anything, but I feel like it's going to.
Mm-hmm.
And that she's going to, like, because her whole, like, excuse behind it is saying that she didn't mean to and that she was really upset that she had hurt her friend doing it. And it's like, I wonder if that's going to change. Obviously, we realize that, like, that's really still not a good excuse at all. But I wonder if Khloe's going to feel the same way.
Now, my question here, I don't know the answer. If you're blackout drunk, obviously you don't remember anything you do.
Mm-hmm.
And your excuse that I didn't mean to, in that moment, you're really drunk. You won't remember anything the next time, but you still know what you're doing, don't you? I've never been.
I've never been.
Well, good.
Either.
Yeah, I have no
Look at us.
behind that.
Responsible.
I mean, maybe, like, what was the other guy?
See, that's my other question as well. If Tristan Thompson,
deal,
what are the odds of him also being blackout drunk and not?
Oh my, we can
making
forgive them both.
No.
It's a great day, Kardashian.
No, we can never forgive the guy.
Well, it's definitely a different dynamic. It's a different dynamic if she's the one who was blackout drunk and he was the guy that was, you know, perhaps really drunk, but not quite. If he wasn't blackout drunk, then I would say I guess the responsibility of the consequence kind of does lean more so into that guy's.
Yeah. No, but it doesn't. No, a lot of
Excuse
people
her.
aren't talking about Tristan Thompson
But I mean,
being a part part that
Yeah.
it's not. It wasn't just.
Well, he's not a Kardashian, you know.
Yeah, he's a stupid guy. Like, come on.
So he's not
stupid
relevant.
basketball player.
Yeah, he plays for the Cavs.
Oh my
Definitely
goodness.
not relevant. You're
No.
right.
Not
Come
at
on
all.
now.
No, but yeah, that is interesting.
crazy.
The way that, like, the media at least is framing
Yeah, I
it to
feel
where
like, yeah,
it's
they're big-
all Jordan Woods' fault.
They need to be both a part of the conversation there. You know.
Well, I think he's already cut out. Like
Yeah,
he's gone.
I think-
That's why we're not talking
Didn't
about
he?
him.
I feel like he had cheated before or something. Wasn't that a thing that Tristan
Yeah, but it's
Thompson
okay.
had-
He was blackout. It's fine, Kitty.
Anyways, no, but I feel like she gave him a second chance for something. I may be getting them confused because there's been a lot of scandals around the Kardashians.
Who did? Yes.
You bring up a good point. I don't know if you want to save this for Wednesday, so we don't talk about it today. But do you give someone a second chance if they cheat? That's a big thing, and I guess she did. If that's a story we're following, I don't know for sure,
Yeah.
but I know some people do.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's more of a situation like
Dude, there's no way.
Right?
you
Can't do it.
In that scenario?
No, in that scenario, no.
No
no,
scenario,
way.
no.
Yeah, no. And in any scenario, honestly, I think that your trust is just broken at
Yeah,
that point.
no, I couldn't do that.
No. Okay, I'm glad we're on
Because
the
there
same
are
page.
some people that are willing to do that.
And I
but
know some
it-
people that have done that.
Yeah. But it's really hard because
yeah.
the trust is so, yeah. It'd just be so hard to trust someone again that they wouldn't.
I
do it
bet you I
again.
could find a stat that says if you do it once, then the odds
Yeah.
are like
We'll look
way
it up.
higher.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially doing it and then being forgiven.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think forgiving is one thing, but getting back together is.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
no,
in
no,
that
that's fair.
scenario
that's fair.
where the triangle is like the best friend, and
Yeah,
that's
that-
a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
it's very bad. Very bad
We
situation.
should make,
taking,
make a TV show out of their
Yeah.
lives or something.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be so
We
interesting.
taking bets that she forgives both of them, and it'll be fine within a month.
See, I feel like she'll probably forgive the best friend.
Yeah.
But the
Can't
dude,
live without her. She's been there your whole life. She's your rock.
I don't know how long they've been friends, but apparently a long time. So it is
So,
kind
so
of.
the friend isn't a Kardashian. She's not a sister. of the
No.
Kardashians.
No.
Okay.
She's just. I feel like she's famous for something else.
I think she lives in their house. I believe she
does?
lives in their
I wouldn't
mansion.
be
She was kicked
surprised
out. Yeah.
Whoa.
Well.
Wow.
Yeah, she had to go to her 3-story house.
With only one hot tub.
Ugh,
Oh my gosh.
privilege.
I'm gonna die.
Okay.
That's
You
what they
know,
thought.
okay,
They had the
down.
little flip.
I hope they don't forgive.
They make
Oh,
a lot
okay.
of money for doing that.
Yeah.
I hope they don't welcome them back and just like everything's fine. You're blackout. It's okay. Alcohol.
I
Gets
feel
the
like
best of
Josh
all
is
of
gonna
us.
get super invested in this now, and he's gonna start like following this and be
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
he'll come back on the show on Wednesday and be like, okay, so this just happened.
That's not an excuse.
He's got it. He's curious. I can tell.
Cheaters. All of them. Either way, we're going to wrap up the show on the other side of the break, but here's Footloose on the morning app.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Today is Monday, and if anybody knows me, if anybody knows Katie, y'all know that today is one of our favorite days because that's when The Bachelor comes on. New show I've gotten into. It's a show that Katie's been into, and it's wonderful. I love it. And we actually, I found out some pretty interesting drama that happened on Twitter about The Bachelorette that kind of has to do a little bit with something we talked about earlier. Involves Khloe Kardashian. And basically, she was kind of rumored to be the next Bachelorette after The Bachelor. And this, I think the guy who created the show, his name is Mike Fleiss, Fleiss. Call him Mike. Good old Mike.
Okay.
Posted something saying that Khloe Kardashian is very much in contention. Stay tuned. # The Bachelorette. And then basically what happened was the Kardashians saw this tweet and they started flipping out once these, because once he posted that, everybody's posting things on their website, Cosmopolitan, whatever it is, saying like, oh man, yeah, Khloe Kardashian is in consideration for being the Bachelorette. And so lots of drama happened there. They're all saying like, no, that's fake. They're posting like tweets of their messaging, like what, because I think Kim messaged Khloe saying, hey, is this true? And she's like, no, it's not true. So then Khloe ends up tweeting back at the Bachelorette people, pretty much, saying like, dude, I'm about to sue you guys if you guys don't stop, like, spreading these rumors around and causing this huge scene right now.
A Kardashian causing a huge scene.
Yeah, who would have? Huh. Yeah. Saying like, yo, I'm not clickbait right now. Stop, or you will be hearing from my lawyers how insensitive. And so the dude, Mike, my boy Mike over here is, retweets, or he says, FYI, we have strict confidentiality agreements with all the Bachelorette candidates. He was saying something like, we're only here to help find true love. Like, we don't want to cause any drama or anything like that. And
wink, wink.
Yeah, wink. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it would be kind of interesting, but I also thought it was a little.
Well, see, the thing is, also though, is that since they have The Bachelor and The Bachelorette now, they both kind of feed into each other's shows. So whoever, like Colton was on The Bachelorette.
Right.
And so then that's how he was able to be a contender for,
it's a legacy.
They have to go kind of through, like they have to do their time as like a contestant before they can become like the main person.
Right.
And so I think that having a celebrity who hasn't been a contestant on the show before, just automatically getting that top spot is kind of, I don't know, I feel like that's just going to take the show in a different...
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's just going to open a whole new can of worms.
And that's maybe why they want to do it, because it's been the same thing over and over again. If you
but
bring
it hasn't decreased in popularity, though.
No.
Like, if they were struggling to get ratings or something, I don't know.
But they always got to go bigger than before,
Now, if they put this Kardashian on The Bachelorette, does the TV show The Kardashians then film this show as well? So then you get both inside of each other.
I feel like they couldn't do that.
When they do hometowns, do they go to the
oh my god!
Do they go to the mansion?
Yes, they'd have to.
Do they get to meet Kanye?
In the background, you just hear all the other Kardashians yelling at Tristan Thompson and everyone else.
But the hometowns, I thought that was where he went to their house.
Well, sometimes they'll do a date where they bring the one-on-one. To their family, like that's what Colton did. Like I think that was the first one.
Yeah.
Or no? That might have been the last season of The Bachelor.
It all blends together.
I'm a rookie. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Okay.
I thought that'd be interesting. Somebody to keep your eye on.
Yeah. Okay.
For the future of The Bachelorette.
Go vote on the Morning App's Facebook page. Rather me run at 100 miles per hour or Dovey fly at 10. That's going to do it for us. We'll be back on Wednesday. Thanks for listening.